Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my TBR. I'm just picking two books for the month of January. Yeah, for the month of January. I was about to say July. No idea why. But I'm doing it a little bit different this time because last time I did make the mistake of overestimating how many of the TBR books I would want to read. So this time I'm just picking two. Now, I went ahead and picked out all of the books that I want to read that are on my shelves, and I put them into here. It was a little time consuming, believe it or not, but completely worth it. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick my two TBR books to be read. To be read, books to be read. Ugh, okay. Okay. The first pick is actually not that far, which is kind of nice because I'm lazy, but the first book is going to be The Book Thief. Let me go ahead and get it. Okay, so this is The Book Thief. It is 1939, Nazi Germany. The country is holding its breath. Death has never been busier, and will become busier still. Our main character finds her life changed when she unearths a single object from the snow. It is the grave digger's handbook, left there by accident at her brother's funeral, and it is her first act of book thievery. But these are dangerous times. When our main character's foster family hides a Jewish man in their basement, her world is both opened up and closed down. I'm really excited to read this. It is, I believe, a classic, and I've heard so many great things about it. Yeah, and hopefully you guys like it and join me for the ride. Okay, that was a really good pick because I've been wanting to read it and it's still it's not cold outside. I live in Texas. It's literally 83 degrees and I'm dying, but it's supposed to be winter, so it kind of fits the vibe. Ooh, what is this? Oh my god, that is so funny. Okay, so this one is my dad picks. He's on a cruise, but I'm gonna text him. Okay, so in case my dad doesn't answer in time, I'm going to pick another one. I got a pink one. Why am I acting like I can't read? What does this say? Check and Mate. This is Ali Hazelwood's book, Check and Mate. I have been excited to read this. I do love a good game of chess. So yeah, definitely not going to read this full summary. It's a tad bit long, but let me see if I can summarize it for you guys. So we have our main character that has quit playing chess. She does do a charity tournament just out of the blue and ends up going against a really renowned player and ends up beating him. In the chess world, this creates waves just because she's unknown, he's extremely known, and they want a rematch. They want to try playing each other again, or rather, maybe perhaps he does. We watch as she competes and eventually goes against him again, and we watch what happens as that all unfolds. That's essentially it, and I do love a good game of chess, love the Queen's Gambit. I'm very excited to read this. Ali Hazelwood's non-fantasy writing hasn't really been my favorite, but I still want to give this book a try because I haven't read all of her books. I do have a good bit on my shelves, but a lot of them have gone unread. Okay, bye. I'll see you guys shortly when I dive into one of these books. Bye.
You guys. Check and mate is hitting so hard right now. I swear to going. Like, the way that I am sat, kicking my feet, I love that I did the TBR read through because I kid you not, this book is probably going to be a 5-star for me. The way that they converse, the way that they work well together, the way that they understand the world through chess together, like, oh, and then honestly, I don't know why, but it was giving me like the chess bug a little bit, so I was picking up my plane. I won't lie, it's obviously pretty shit, but I was having a good time. I don't know, I would just like 10 out of 10 would recommend this book. If you haven't read Allie Hazelwood's Check and Mate, I would read it. I think out of the 4, including this one, so I don't know, I haven't really read that many of her books, but I have them on my shelf. Out of the 4 books of hers that I've read, including this one, I think it's actually probably one of my favorites. Love Hypothesis, didn't love it. It's actually kind of what put me off of her contemporary romances because I heard that she's so good at hitting the same formula and I just didn't want to read copy-paste of the Love Hypothesis. But I love this one. I think this one was done way better. I think the internal monologues, like they aren't, I didn't love them in the Love Hypothesis. I didn't love the inner dialogue of the main character. Inner dialogue. But I do love it for this one. So if you're like on the fence, like, I don't know if I should start the Love Hypothesis, you definitely, if you're like, I don't know if I should start Check and Mate, you definitely should. It's so good. I don't think there's anything really that I'm disliking about it. I think the length is perfect for what it is. I think that she did really good with developing the characters. I feel like I know them. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't really care. I feel like I know them. So, and then also what I love is that our side characters are pretty well developed and she doesn't like forget about them. Like, it's not like the amount that they show up, like characters like Oz, it's relevant to how they stand in the story. And then other characters, like I think Divine is her name. I think that's what it is. Other characters like her, the amount of relevance they have is equal to the amount that they show up in the story and how much we know them. It all is like very consistent and it just blends really well. I personally am gonna rate it 5 stars. So there's that. If you haven't read the Check and Mate book, you definitely should. I'm feeling like I've fallen in love. It's so good. Also, okay, let me give you an update too. So for the book Thief, I have been listening to the audiobook of that one just because I thought it would be like a little bit of a slower read for me if I just ended up reading the physical book. So I was like, okay, audiobook. And I will say, I recommend the audiobook probably more so than the physical book, just because the narrator does pretty well, and I think it's a little bit easier to get through the way that the narrator narrates. But I don't hate it. I kind of enjoy it. I'm surprised about the reviews about the narrator's comments kind of breaking up the story. I think that they're pretty good. Some of them are a little strange, but I don't mind. I think it's like a sign of the time almost. Like, you know, like there's just older sayings and stuff. They are pretty unique though. Like definitely unique metaphors and like analogies and stuff. So there's that. Hi guys! It's been a minute for me, but not that long for you guys. Let me give you a little rundown of how everything has been going. So basically, I fell in love with Check and Mate. Literally, it's a part of my heart now. I cannot let it go. I refuse to let it go. It's that good. The ending did leave me wanting for more. I cannot lie. I do wish that it was wrapped up a little bit better, but I did love it nonetheless. I would recommend it to you guys if you haven't read it yet. 5-star read for me. Did not know that I love reading about 2 black cats falling in love, but I do, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It was top tier for me. But yeah, just that bit about the ending. I think the banter was amazing. Like I said before, I did not love the Love Hypothesis, but I loved this. And then when it comes to the Book Thief, I'm so thankful and so glad that I read it because I was able to get a perspective that I had not even considered and that I had not even wanted to read about. I had no idea that I was missing so many perspectives of people that were in Germany at the time. It just did not even cross my mind. And people say reading books is good because it fosters empathy, and that's something that I needed in this time, or not this time, but in the time that it took place in. Also, though, what's interesting, and it kind of did make the reading a little bit more stressful for me, is that there's a lot of instances that kind of mimic and parallel some things that are going on today, so that did make it a little bit more stressful, rather a lot more stressful. But I will say I did love how it was done. The pacing was a little bit too inconsistent, but I do understand it, I promise. And yeah, the narrator might pull you out a little bit sometimes, but it's nothing terrible. Would I recommend it? It depends on your genre, your preferred genre of reading, especially for timepieces, I think. I am not affiliated with history books, especially for that time period, but I reckon there are some that kind of do it better, especially with the pacing and the way the story's told. The way the story's told. That was gross. Told. Ooh. But yeah, that was about it. And I thank you guys for watching. Bye.